Starting off in Baddha Konasana, then place the right foot on top of the left, allowing the knees to drop out to the sides. Soften the feet, swapping left foot on top of right. Then you place your right foot on top of your left knee. Left foot on top of right knee. Gives a good stretch to the outer top hip. Show you again from the front. The feet on top of each other, and then the top foot goes down and the bottom foot comes on top. Gives a nice release to the hips. Don't force this in the knees. Again, Supta Padangusthasana with a strap. Nice big loop. Walk the feet out and let the knees rest out. The strap must be very tight. And then the second part of this is to walk your hands towards your ankles, or even holding your ankles, those of you that can. Dwi Pada, bringing the knees to your chest. Adho Mukha Swastikasana, walking the hands out, allowing the head, neck just to rest. You can get your head to the floor. The head will rest on the floor. If not, place a brick under the head. Bring the knees together, hug the knees to the chest. Change the cross of the legs. Abdomen draws back towards the spine, lift the side ribs, lengthen the spine to go forward. This variation shows how the inner thighs roll out, the inner calves roll out. So the legs are in external rotation. If you can't get your head to the floor, this variation is good, where you take your hands to the wall. Press the hands into the wall to get the buttock bones to press into the floor. Spine long. Gomukhasana II, with the feet apart, and you sit between the heels. And then you go forward. Adho Mukha Gomukhasana. See how the back knee hugs into the back of the front knee. Sitting between the feet. Come forward and sit back in Vajrasana. Show you from the back. Gomukhasana with the arms, right arm up, left arm down. You can always use a strap. Take the right arm up and over, grip the strap, left arm down and back. Pull on the strap. So the strap is being pulled in both directions, down and up. Virasana cycle with the feet as light on yoga. So right foot on top of left and left foot on top of right. Try and get the feet parallel to each other. So the toes are almost pointing towards the ankle, and then just the balls of the feet now. You can stay as long as you feel comfortable doing. Try and find ease in the pose. Big toes stretching towards each other. Try and get the feet pointing inwards. This is wonderful for flexibility of the ankles. And then stretching the toes back for Virasana. You can always take a brick, I suggest a foam brick or blanket, to sit on. Also gives a little bit more stretch in the ankles this way, and less discomfort in the knees. So Gomukhasana from the back knee into the front, back of the front knee, right arm over, left arm down. So here the left leg would be on top, right arm up. Watch how you hug the back knee into the back of the front knee. Calves should turn back and out. Heels are between the buttocks. Sit forward to come into the pose and get the legs in the correct position. Head of the right shoulder, the bottom shoulder here, must move back. From Dandasana into Janu Sirsasana. Right hand against the right knee to get the revolving action in the abdomen. Reach forward. Left hand clasps right wrist. Lengthen forward. So coming forward with length. Still abdomen to the spine. Lift the front ribs to come forward. So placing the left hand against the knee to get the revolving action from left to right. Top buttock flesh to descend down towards the floor, inner right thigh to roll out, using a strap around the heel, lengthen the spine, sternum lifts. Bend the elbows out to the side to come forward. Mukha Pada Paschimottanasana, right leg bent. Right leg is in Janu Sirsasana, inhale, lift. Using the arms into Urdhva to find length in the spine. Inhale, and then as you go forward, exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lengthen forward. In Trianga Mukha Pada Paschimottanasana, the hips must remain level. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold forward. Fold at the hips, fold at the crease of the hips. Inhale, look forward, exhale, come up. Watch how the right leg bends and bring the weight onto the middle of the right buttock bone. So right hip must not lift. Go forward with length. If you can't go forward all the way, use a belt around the heel. Or take a brick to sit on. There's a variation of stretching your front calves. So there's Virasana in the right leg. You can see here I've got a little cramp in my leg, so just watch out for that. And to bring the right foot to the buttock there. And then this variation where you're taking the right foot onto the outer edge of the right buttock. You can't see that from this direction. And you're coming up. Right buttock, the leg at the wall, is strongly engaged. You should feel it in the front of that right thigh. And then to come out, your hands onto the floor, slip your back knee back, and you want to get it right into the corner of the wall there. And again, left buttock strongly engaged to stretch the left quadricep. See how I walk the back knee into the wall here. Starting off upright, left buttock strongly engaged, and then going forward, both hands onto the knee, and then lengthening forward. Abdomen spread towards the spine, chest lift. Hands onto the floor to slip the back knee forward and the front knee back. Using my hand here to bring that left shin forward, left calf forward. Keep the spine well lifted here. And then the straight back leg version. Walk that back leg out with the lunge in the front leg. Hands flat onto the floor. Change your legs. Variation of Supta Padangusthasana IV, the bent leg variation. You bend the leg to your chest, and then you take in this case, the left foot in the crook of the right arm, bringing the shin towards your chest. Careful with your knees. This is another variation where the foot comes onto the top of the knee, putting the left hand between the thighs and that hole between the thighs, hugging the knee to the chest. This is another variation where you hold the knee to the chest and you straighten the leg, opposite leg. First, bringing the bent leg, right leg in this case, to your chest as you straighten the opposite leg. Then I return the foot to the knee before I place it on the floor. Then Supta Padangusthasana I and II. First the leg to the ceiling and out to the side. So right hand pressing the front of the right thigh down. This variation with the belt. Made the belt very nice and long so I could use the weight of my elbows to press into the heel to bring the left leg, top leg, into the hip socket. Hug your knee to your chest. Change to the other side. Really pressing the back of the left thigh into the floor. In this variation I've taken my foot to the wall, which is another option. The outer edge of the foot just presses into the wall. And then Shavasana.